Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Scuf Gaming Showdowns. We are live from the New York City studios. This is a matchup between FaZe Black facing off against EnVy, number 4 versus number 3. Let's take a look at the FaZe lineup. We got Formal running Vector, Dito, MTAR, Vector for Fears, and Sensor also going with the Vector and Trophy systems.
Okay, I'm just going to say one thing. FaZe, get on board with him right now. He's running the shotgun on Strike Zone. I haven't seen anyone run a shotgun for quite some time. And there you go. He's going to pick up one. Oh, nearly found the second. That would have been good. But I like to see it. I haven't seen, I don't think, I mean, when was the last time you saw anyone run a shotgun on this map?
Rambo, I think, at Champs.
Right. It's been a while, so I'm curious to see how he's going to use it. Is he going to change? Yeah, he's changed that actually. He's running the MTAR now. So maybe he was just trying to get quick control of that B side, try and help his team out a little bit, but unfortunately couldn't do it. And that's what I was saying, you know, before the show went live, Puckett. He's that player who's going to try something new. He's going to do something different every time, try and catch you off guard.
Not afraid to switch up his playstyles. We were watching Formal as he was unable to win his battle for C. Now I'm on board with Parasite from EnVy. EnVy currently with A control only. They need C or B. And Parasite's going to be making his way into the bar. Early shots connecting, but he won't be able to pick up the kill. Nameless, though, on the flank is going to come in from behind. Gets caught throwing the nade. Still no kill. And FaZe with the Bulldog once again is going to do some damage here in the bar.
I like this strategy. Basically, what FaZe is doing is when they don't have control of that B flag, he's going to pull that out, and he's just going to gain control of it. It really is that simple. He's just going to change his class where they do get control of it, maybe pull out the MTAR, unless he's going to be that passive defensive player on B. I've seen a couple of teams actually change up the way they've been playing and have one player pretty much just roam around the B flag when they have control of it rather than pushing out, because Strike Zone is renowned for being one of those maps where you just kind of need to rotate around the outside. If someone captures A flag, you just go straight to their home flag. But FaZe may have some different ideas. He has the MTAR as well out right now, and he's just doing a great job of supporting his team on that C flag.
Yeah, he's really just up top. His teammates did lose A, but while they were losing A, they rotated over here to C. So now with BC control, FaZe needs to help keep control of this bar. 2 players inside. The Bulldog comes out. It's about to be a party.
That's one. He pulled. Oh, I think he just saw him, did he? Yep. Oh, he shot the trophy system instead. That was just really heads-up play, really coming from Sensor. He recognized that that's going to be a really common spot where people cap that B flag from. He's going to try some different out and just stand on top of the bar. Pretty high risk, but got to give Sensor some props. Worked out that time.
Pays off here. I'm watching Nameless. Nameless met by 3 coming out of this C door. He's going to fall FaZe now on your screen up top. He's going to see that C's going to be taken. Needs to answer back. 2 players pre-aiming him. He falls. Nameless, last man standing here for EnVy, as it has been all FaZe. Formal doing most of the damage now, 9 and 4 on your screen.
I think one of the big things EnVy really needs to pick up on is that slaying department. Right now you got Parasite 1 and 4. Has 4 caps, don't get me wrong, that's pretty impressive. But, you know, you need to be doing a little bit more in that slaying column. And as Merc 3 and 9 as well, he was struggling off the get-go. So they can just try and pick things up a little bit, try and pick up some more kills. They'll definitely be able to bring themselves back into this game, Puckett.
While Sensor gets some kills in the middle, Formal coming behind enemy lines, gets 1 at A, now going to go for A. His opponents are going to be rotating over to C. That's Nameless trying to take C. But B and pure A control. Formal has to defend himself against 2. Gets 1, gets the flag. And a Nameless will get C while Sensor tries to defend B. So we're going to see 2 flags to 1 still in favor of this FaZe Black squad. Sensor and Formal 11 and 4, 12 and 5 with Sensor on a 7-point spree.
FaZe playing just so well, and it all comes down to what we were talking about earlier on, Puckett, that rotation, just so good. As soon as they recognize EnVy are rotating to A, what do? They just run at C, and vice versa. They're always controlling that B flag as well, which is key to the success so far. However, the 2 players do go down. In fact, all 4 go down, so now, you know, FaZe just sat in perfect control of the situation. If they really want to, they could actually probably push for that C flag neutral, but they need to be careful because someone is capping that A flag.
I'm on board with Sensor once again. He falls. Dito on your screen rotating to A. There's only 1 player up for EnVy. That is FaZe over at C. And so A, uncontested. The action's going to be at B. Let's go to Sensor.
Sensor, 14 and 6 right now. Is going to pop out with the fact that, ooh, did actually just get taken down there by Parasite, I believe, but Dito was there for cleanup crew. He picked up 2, picks up 3. Oh, my lord, Jeez. Dito. Nicely done. And FaZe is going to come in and pick up the knife. That's going to be 4 down for a couple of seconds. And now as EnVy come off spawn, it looks like the rotation is going to be towards the A flag, but already players from FaZe have jumped on that C flag.
Dito fell at A, so it's going to be up to Fierce to secure it. C being challenged by Sensor. and he's going to get it halfway, unable to get the kill. So here's actually a big opportunity for EnVy. They got players on A, they got players on C, B being contested as well. A will not go in their favor, so Merc has to go big here at B. Can he stay alive?
As a teammate just off spawn, that was pretty lucky, but he's going to get the B flag, but it's kind of like all for nothing because they lose C, they lose A as all that goes down. 3 players from FaZe down, only 4 seconds left. So we got a pretty high scoring game for a side of Strike Zone Dom. 95 to 59. That's pretty high, Puckett.
So 11-5 and 12-4 were the scores for Sensor and Formal earlier in the game. They end at +5 and +6 in the first half. Dito, 16-11. Thanks to the new update from Infinity Ward, there's no restarting. We're going right back into it. I'm on board with Dito. He's 16-11. It's got to be for a reason. Let's see what he's been up to.
He's just going to cap the home flag. Meanwhile, it looks like his teammate's going to rush in towards a B flag. He's actually sent 2 as Formal just killed himself. That was a tad awkward. Let's not mention that, but...
Semtex.
Semtex. Dito tried to push into that B flag. Not going to happen. It's actually going to be Parasite from Team Envious who's trying to get that cap.
So while Parasite's doing that, C is under heavy fire. Formal getting posted up here top bridge. It looks like A now being rotated to by EnVy. We're going over to Parasite. Will he be able to lock it down? Got one more player coming. Formal, actually that Sensor picks up the kill. More action in the bar as well. Man, FaZe Black just has this map shut down. FizzUp with the 2-piece in the closet.
That was a big 2-piece, actually forced all 4 players down, and that just meant that EnVy can kind of take a second to just breathe and try and adapt to the situation. They're actually going to push for the neutral, I would guess, here. They have Parasite and Fizz on that flag, and Parasite needs to pick up this kill, does so. Fizz did go down, though, so the neutral's not going to happen. They now actually need to rotate all the way back to B because one player from FaZe is trying to cap it. They clean that out, and I'm kind of surprised to see that Parasite himself didn't try and go for a play there on C. May not be feeling too confident, though. Only 10 and 15, but does have those 6 caps.
Yeah, I'm looking at the capture situation. Dito with 4, Fears with 5. So they have all 9. On the other side, Parasite had the first 4 captures for his team, but still only 11 kills in Merc. A very un-Merc-like game at 8 and 18.
Yeah, he's kind of struggling a little bit, and I kind of want to get on board with Merc and see if he can try and pick things up because he's, you know, you mentioned one of the best players in the game. That's just a fact. You look at every major tournament that Call of Duty's ever had. You know, the COD XPs, the COD champs, always had very, very high placements. And curious to see if he can try and change things up a little bit. That's a nice kill from him. He's on that C flag. He's actually going to cap that C flag as well. So this is big plays coming from EnVy. They now have C and B. Can they try and either rotate to that A flag and force a spawn trap on the B site, or just potentially just try and get as many kills as they possibly could?
Parasite just picked up 2. Nameless trying to carry his weight. Surprising player here. FizzUp on a 5-point spree. Actually, he's 22 and 18. It's Parasite on a 5-point spree. Let's go over to Parasite for the moment. He's got his Vector out, trying to keep his opponents pinned down at bottom A.
He's just doing a little bit of baiting there, just trying to get some intel on where the opposition actually are. He had a bit of a gunfight, couldn't win it. Now he's going to go for the challenge, and Call of Duty timing at its greatest. He does get shut down as he turns the corner. It's going to be Merc, last alive for EnVy, who needs to do some big plays on C. Wasn't able to do it, I should say. As Nameless fresh off spawn, going to try and rotate back to C. And this is a big play from Nameless. He needs to pick up that kill, otherwise they could potentially get trapped in that B site, and they haven't. FizzUp's going to be the only player actually out of the B site on the C side, so he's actually going to probably get taken down.
Formal 6-kill spree right there, 27 and 16. Held off 3 different members from EnVy pushing over to C. This would be his 4th. Another headshot from Formal takes down Parasite. 7-point spree. Formal sealing the deal here for FaZe Black in the final 2 minutes.
He's just kind of like, they ain't capping that C flag.
Can we watch him through the respawn, Ben?
I really think we probably should. 29 and 17. And this is, again, going back to what you were saying, Puckett, about Formal as a player right now. He's one of those guys that, you know, seems to play very, very well. Some games and then kind of inconsistent in others, but you can't doubt him online. We've seen him drop just the same kind of numbers at events that he does kind of week in, week out in this COD League. So curious to see how he's going to play. His teammates are going to be on that B flag, so he actually can try and pick up some spawn kills here. And I want to see exactly how he does it. He has 2 players actually firing at him. Decides he just wants to throw out that Semtex and just back off.
Now, Formal, something I've noticed with him is he's always aiming for the head. I wonder if that is part of his success, because that's definitely something we saw in the Halo days. Aim chest, go for the head final. And he's really got that accuracy to do it. 4 players all rotating to C. were on board with FaZe Clan. Will they be able to get over there and block it off? It looks like that's going to be Dito falling. Sensor last man alive in the bar. EnVy trying to make a last-minute comeback, but I think it is too little too late. Who's your player to watch? I'm
still looking at Formal, to be completely honest, because this is kind of the Formal show to end things off. He's already got 33 kills. I'm just trying to see if he can try and get up to that 35 point mark. This game is pretty much over. There's no way anyone's coming back into this. FaZe just had it locked down. But going back to the headshot thing, obviously from the Halo days, interesting that you actually bring that up, because I had a similar conversation with Enable, and he does a very, very similar thing. He'll aim very, very high, and he always seems to get headshots every time I watch him. So I think you could argue the same thing with Crimsix as well. When you watch him play, always seems to be getting headshots.
What a finish there from Formal and Dito, clearing house. 35-21 for Formal with 4 captures. Dito gonna get 6 captures here on Strike Zone. 27-24. Sensor finishing on a 5-point streak as well. So looking at the EnVy stats, FizzerZ having the best game. Merc and Parasite, not what we're used to seeing out of those two. Just 29 kills combined. That's almost the same amount as FizzerZ there in game number 1. Benson, you surprised here? This FaZe Black squad's coming out swinging.
Kind of what I expected to see. I'm going to go ahead and assume that they were on host. So that's what I really expect. Now, going over to S&D, though, I think the Fizz factor is definitely going to come into play. I would expect it to be 1-1. Then you go back over to Blitz. Blitz is going to be one of those game types where I think it really could go either way, regardless of the host. I don't really think host really has much of an impact on Blitz. And people may sit there and think, what are you talking about? Of course it does. But I just think with the sneaking ability that you can do in Blitz, you can't really do that in Domination. If you hop on a flag, it's kind of flashing. You're losing the flag. It's kind of in your face. Whereas Blitz, the amount of times I've seen players just slide past, we're lucky we have Codcaster. Obviously, we can see the beauty of Call of Duty timing. But I think Blitz really does make it a bit more fair.
All right, so S&D's coming up next. You got your money on EnVy here?
Yeah, 110%.
All right, cats, we're going to commercial break. We're going to switch up the host when we return. S&D game number 2. Can EnVy tie it up right now? FaZe Black leads 1-0.